Midhurst, just going to film the first of a 6-part series. It's going to be the top 5 causes of death on the road, with a bonus feature of actually taking you on one of the UK's most dangerous roads. Just to give you kind of an idea of what sort of videos you should come to expect from me, I actually just wanted to show you views of the country road while I'm driving along down them. That is basically it. They were intended just to be silent movies, basically. However, the idea has developed on somewhat to the point where I'm actually thinking, do you know what, I'm going to provide some sort of educational videos. I do have qualifications, etc. There are pieces of paper out there somewhere that tells me that I'm a good, competent driver, as previously discussed in other videos. So you'll come to expect from this channel, as you watch it, all sorts of videos that just kind of explain how to drive on country roads, the positions of the road to be, and that kind of thing. And even though I might go over the same sort of content over and over again, purely because it's just reinforced learning for you all. The roads are always going to be different. You know, you've got sunny days, you've got cloudy days, you've got nighttime driving in the rain, all that kind of thing, and I just think that will make for a very entertaining video as well. So we're just going to travel down this road. Right now we're behind a very large lorry. I'm always on the lookout for an overtake, but we'll see how it goes. When overtaking vehicles on country roads, you've always got to have safety in mind. Like, I can see down that road right now, but part of the road was blocked, and look at that, there is a car coming along. And it's also just not really right to do it. If it doesn't feel right, you're probably correct. Just go with your gut. And also another thing as well is we're actually approaching a junction where I'm going to be turning right onto Station Road. Get to the point of talking about mobile phones while driving at some up the end, what I believe to be a speed adjustment sign, but we'll have a little look. We'll just get up there first. And I was right. Now, one thing about learning to drive on country roads is that once you've kind of mastered it and you know what it is that you're looking for, just dropping down into 30 now, you can pretty much drive on any country road and have quite a successful, pleasant and enjoyable drive. I absolutely know well that there are a lot of people out there who cannot stand driving on country roads. They find it very scary or too dangerous, or they've had bad experiences before. But I think with these videos I just kind of want to demonstrate that with the right kind of frame of mind as such, and with the techniques that I've demonstrated throughout my videos and will continue to do so, that they're not so bad. They're not so bad. Going to be turning right. Oh, we go. Still 30, but I can see the national speed limit sign. We don't alter our speed until we've passed the point. Good things come to those who wait, and now we've passed the point, we can start to pick up a little bit of speed, but not too much at the moment because I have lost sight of the road. It declines into a right-hand bend. We've got coaches as well, and then the road opens up, a lovely dip. We've got throwback arrows at Minor Junction. It inclines into a right-hand bend where we lose our sight and the speed drops down to 40. So let's do that. Solid white line on our near side, and we've also got an advanced warning sign for a sharp bend to the left, and the speed reduces to 30. I've said it in previous videos that anytime you're on a country road and the speed limit drops to 30, more likely to be going into like a residential area or something like that, or a place with sharp bends. One thing of note about driving on a country road is that if it's national speed for quite some distance, and then all of a sudden you see a sudden speed drop to 40 or something, that should be a warning to you that there is a potential danger or a hazard up ahead, such as residential areas, sharp bends, narrow roads, bridges, that kind of thing. In the countryside, it's one of those roads which are good to learn on, because you need to be prepared for anything. It was only the other day, this wasn't captured on camera, but I was driving down a country road, going around a left-hand bend, and this giant tractor, I've never seen anything like it before, basically occupying the entire width of the road, and I had to pull in and stop. But had you not been switched on and sharp, you probably wouldn't have seen it. We're increasing our speed now to a national speed. Advanced warning signs for tractors and a minor junction on the near side. Just easing off a little bit because I'm catching up with this car and I can't properly see the road. It goes from 2 lanes into 1, you can tell that by the throwback arrows. And we've got the hatch marks as well. It being national speed and the road being quite open, we'll go in for a quick overtake. We'll just jump this car, just pop back in behind the white van. We might even be able to do 2. You just need to make sure that what you do is going to be perfectly safe. I will often pass up on overtake potentials purely because I want to have that 100% confidence that what I do is going to be safe and is the right thing to do. Okay, so there's an advanced warning sign for a minor junction on the offside, and one thing that we do not do, that I cannot explain enough, you don't travel in the opposing lane if you're going to pass a junction, because what do people in that junction do? They're going to pull out, look to their right, and then turn in directly into your path, so they won't be expecting to see you unless they have any sort of experience on the road. Slow in the roads, we've got solid white lines that turn into broken. There's a lot going on, so there's going to be no prospect that I personally would be overtaking this van at all, even though I am kind of looking for that possibility. Not here, because obviously there's a junction on the offside, and I can't see the road because it inclines and you lose sight. So I'm only really going to be doing that if we regain our sight of the road. Throwback arrows, look. So I'm not prepared to continue and overtake that. So I aborted that one purely because of the information that's written on the road. So that is absolutely something you need to take into consideration. Don't be target focused. If you go in for an overtake and the situation changes or you're presented with more information, just abort. There's no shame in it. You know, you're not losing face or anything like that. You're just doing the right thing, and then you'll just get them in the next one. You know, or there's always another day. Some days you just can't do it, and there's nothing you can do. So why did we start talking about the mobile phone video that I actually meant to start quite some considerable time ago? Using a mobile phone while driving actually became illegal in December 2003. And at the point that it became illegal, you actually only got a £30 fine, which wasn't enough of a deterrent for a lot of people, and they continue to do it. To the point where we are today. We're in October 2024, and currently the penalty for using a mobile phone is £200, which is significantly more than £300, but it comes with a tagged on addition that is 6 points on your licence. Now I know that a lot of people think, well, I can have 12 points on my licence, no big deal. they reject your claim and whatnot, and then you just move on to another insurance company. They all talk to each other. Using mobile phones as well in 2022 actually caused 22 deaths on UK roads. 22 people who are no longer alive because they were using their phone. Nothing in comparison to the 670 people who actually suffered injuries as a result of it. But yeah, nearly 700 people have been negatively affected by the use of mobile phone while driving in a single year. You might be thinking that the odds of you coming into trouble using your mobile phone while driving is negligible. Why would you take the risk? Why would you do that? Especially when you have alternative features like hands-free and things like that. If you're travelling along the road at 70 miles an hour, you look down at your phone for 2 seconds. You've travelled quite a long way. You've travelled half the length of a football field blind. You've travelled over 100 feet and you have not seen what's going on in front of you. The fastest human reaction time is something like 17 milliseconds, but that's just the cognitive reaction time. That's almost like your thinking time. But there are people who process information at different speeds, and it could actually be that they process information 5 times slower than you do. I'm just going to say thank you to this guy. Thank you very much. He gave me the thumb. No one's ever done that before. I'm going to be turning left to this small little road here. You may be wondering where the hell we're going. Although your cognitive kind of reaction time is something like 17 milliseconds, I'm just talking about the actual. I'm going to go straight ahead. Actually, sorry. The actual reaction time of seeing something to actually going to perform the reaction is about 1/4 of a second. So you can imagine that you've travelled 25 feet in the time that you would have taken to actually even start thinking about something. So here we are, Chowdhury House in Midhurst. It's just a ruin now. It's actually a Grade 3 listed building. I don't even know if I can get into an angle where you can see it properly. I'm going to use this opportunity just to turn around. And another interesting fact is that Midhurst is Old English and literally means in the middle of the woods, and they're not wrong. About the roundabout, I'm going to be taking I'm going to be going to the right as we start leaving Midhurst. I'm going to go quiet now, let you just enjoy the countryside. But before I do, I just want to say thank you very much for being a passenger with me. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time with you. I hope you have the same. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you didn't, dislike it. And if you've got any comments, suggestions, good or bad, anything like that, just please feel free to leave a comment. Just let me know. I always read my comments and I'll respond accordingly if I can. So thank you very much. It's been good driving with you.